How do we define something as indefinable as love? It's just a feeling. Sometimes it's an amazing, beautiful, and awesome feeling, and sometimes it just fucking sucks. But you can't explain it. You can't define it, right? Today, Part of Love with Colt Ang will attempt that previously unattemptable. Is it unattemptable? Is that a word? I don't think that's a word. It's got that squiggly red line under it.
Today we're going to tell you the real definition of love.
I was doing a voice thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. It just seemed like you were having trouble. Why don't we just do the thing we normally do?
Yeah, that's fine.
Hello, and welcome to Part of Love with Colt and Ange. He's Colt, I'm Ange, and this is the place we created to talk about all things love and help you find the love you deserve.
Now, before we get into the episode, we got to share a couple of things. So if you just want to get into the video, then go on and click into the next chapter. Timestamps are below in the description box /doobly-doo.
Doobly-doo.
First thing, our free course, The Foundation of Love, is now available to download, absolutely free, link down below, also in the doobly-doo. It covers the most important part of love, which is the beginnings and how to get started on the journey of a lifetime to the love you deserve. It's 5 videos, it's got a super fancy PDF with it, so check it out below or on partoflove.com. That was like such a Cinemax way to say it. Partoflove.com.
It sounded like a jingle that I know.
What's that?
.com. There's some kind of jingle with that.
Yeah. .com.
No, it's like a mattress or something.
No, that's a great jingle.
Anyhow, also check out our Instagram at colt.and.ange for all video updates and fun pictures and lots of things about love.
And lastly, all the YouTube things like, comment, subscribe, the Instagram, Facebook. There's a Facebook thing. I don't even think we have a Facebook page. Let us know what you want to see on the channel in the future because apparently it really helps with the old algorithms. Okay, let's get into the video. So today is going to be a really, really important day and video on this channel's history because today we are going to do something that a lot of people think is impossible. Today, we are going to give you a definition of love. Yeah. We are going to take this incredibly intricate, seemingly inexplicable thing and explicable it. Explain it. And I know what you're thinking, but why though? That's the first question that we're going to answer.
Now, there's a pretty simple reason that we want to define the word love, and that is to demystify it just enough so that you can find the love you deserve. When we don't know what something really is, it's incredibly difficult to go about finding it unless we can really define it.
Defined it, you gotta define it.
That's cute.
Off the cuff, bro. Not even wearing cuffs. So how would one go about describing looking for love without a definition? It's sort of like searching for a needle in a haystack, but nobody's told you exactly what a needle looks like, and the hay is all made of silver. So yeah, enjoy that. But that's what searching for true love feels like. So we're born into this world, and then at a certain age, we start to grow hair in funny places, and all of a sudden people decide that it's time to tell you about sex. But even with all of that super weird sex ed stuff, nobody tells us about love. Like, why don't we have love education?
Seriously.
Because nobody knows what the definition of love is. Because they haven't watched this video.
Yeah, like we're just supposed to understand this incredible, crazy emotion that sometimes makes you feel like you're gonna explode with happiness. And then sometimes it feels like the entire world just stops spinning and it hurts more than anything you've ever experienced.
Love.
Gotcha. But love can feel really overwhelming sometimes, and I promise you that knowing the definition isn't going to change that part, but it is gonna do one thing, and that's to help you know immediately when someone else isn't giving you the love you deserve.
Okay, so that's the why though. Satisfied, Leo? Moving on. Let's define this motherfucker. So, the moment you've all been waiting for, unless you've been on this channel before a bunch, and then you know what we're gonna say. We talk about it a lot. The definition of love as a measurable equation is love equals action over time. That's it. Like, there's not some crazy hard definition for you to wrap your brain around. It's actually almost harder in its simplicity to understand because we're like, no, that can't possibly be it. Like, you're probably doing what I did when we first came up with this. I challenged it as much as possible. Well, no, that can't be it. That's too easy. Action over time, that's dumb. No way it's that simple. There's gotta be more to it. But stay with me here. there's not. So let's break this down piece by piece and explain why it's all important and why it being so simple does not mean that it's easy. First up, action.
Okay. See, we talk about love like it's just a feeling. And that is the biggest problem with it, you guys. It's not just a feeling. When something is just a feeling, we don't have to take responsibility for the actions that we do or don't take. Because if it's something that you just feel, then you don't have to do anything, which leads to really unhappy relationships where no one's really doing anything, but they just keep saying, but I love you. It feels so much. Can't you see it? No, I can't. And that's not how this works. Love is a verb, you guys, and it takes action. If I tell my husband I love him more than anything in the world, and then I just sit around all day like an asshole watching TV and playing video games and not do anything to make our lives together better or to make him feel special or to make him feel appreciated, I don't actually love him more than those other things because I keep choosing those things over him. But if I was to work hard to make a better future for us, if I'm doing those things, plus doing little thoughtful things to make him feel special and loved, if I do all of that, then I am actively loving him. Now, if I do that once or twice, or only when we're dating, nah. You guys, true love is a journey of a lifetime. This is long-term shit, you guys. Remember the second part of the equation? Over time. Don't forget that part. It's really important, and it's coming up next.
Action over time. So here's the kicker to the definition of love. Over time. It's really easy to do all the sweet romantic things in a relationship, like especially when you're dating and it's early on. But if that just stops or the actions get like less and less and less and less, you got yourself a problem. You've now found yourself in quite a pickle. And I get it, as we all get comfortable in relationships, and honestly, that's a really big part of love. Comfort. But being comfortable is different than taking advantage of someone because you've spent a bunch of time together. And unfortunately, we've all done it, myself included, Angelina included. Like, we all do it. Ange and I have these parties where we call them house parties, and really we're just having dinner together, but we just have a fucking blast. Afterwards, sometimes if I'm like having one of these shitty days, I'll just sit there and she's like cleaning up. And sometimes that is great because you just want to be taken care of, or you just want to take care of them. I know when she's in a bad mood, I want to take care of her. But if that mood lasts for like days and or a week, like there's a time limit to those things. Because if I do that for too long, I'm not loving her the way that I said I would. I'm not loving her the way that I feel, and more importantly, the way I want her to know that I feel. And the only way to show her how I genuinely feel is through action over time. And trust me, we have had a lot of time together. We've been together for over a decade, and she's fucking awesome. She is my best friend in the world. She makes me laugh so hard. You've seen her. She's fucking super hot. It's just the best. And we get asked all the time when we're out, are you guys newlyweds? And since I'm never wearing a fucking ring, it's constantly like, are you guys just engaged? Or, oh my God, you're so cute. Like, you guys, like, how long have you been dating? We're like, oh no, we've been married for a long time. And that's the best feeling, because when you've been together for over a decade and you hear all of this bullshit about what marriage is actually like or what love is actually like, you get in your head that, well, once I get married, all that magic goes out the window and time just stops and now you're gonna be miserable forever. The old ball and chain. Fuck that. That's all lies. That's just super unhappy people. Truth bombs. But for us, the feeling is still there because we work to keep it going. We work our asses off to keep that feeling alive in our relationship. Like the other day, she was having a shitty day, so I went to Target. It's not hard. It's not hard to do these things. I went to Target and I essentially got a party in the box. It cost less than $20. It was like a whole bunch of streamers and stuff, and I came home and took about an hour. I decorated the whole house. You can go back in some of the old videos and look in this mirror, and it's just, there's like streamers and shit. It says congratulations. It was just a Tuesday. Like, I just knew that she felt bad, but I wanted to make her smile, because that smile, am I right? That smile, come on. But that kind of thing is something that can't happen just once. We do shit like that for each other all the time because it makes us feel special. Because true love is special, and we should all treat it that way when we find it.
Okay, so that is the definition of love as we see it.
Love is an action.
Love is action over time. And understanding that is a part of love.
20 seconds on the clock. Boogie.
I forget what I say. In
Oh
that
my
part.
gosh.
I forget.
Okay, we got playlists up here. We got playlists over here. We got subscribe above. Go to partoflove.com. Check out everything in the doobly-doo. Hopefully I got it in. I think I got it in less than 10 seconds. So.
Yeah, you did doobly-doo.
Doobly-doo. It's an old Nerd Fighter thing. Can I get my Nerd Fighters? Comment below.